Well, being on our lockdown for our quarantine, we've been trying to think of ways to get out of the house and but still stay safe and stay away from other people. And since it was rainy and cold and muddy, our local strawberry farm, we found out didn't have anybody coming to pick their strawberries and they were getting moldy. So we came by and grabbed some up, and there was nobody else there, so it was even better. Now it's time to make some jam. As you can see, I was cutting apart all the squishy parts of any strawberries that had imperfections and putting them in the pot. And all the other ones that were good, I just put aside for eating. I boiled them down. The pot couldn't even be closed when I first put them in there. Mashed them down, boiled them down, got all my supplies ready. You need the Surgel pectin, which is my favorite personally. I know a lot of people use other brands like Ball. The funnel, my jar grabber, and of course jars. Hot soapy water to wash your jars in or put them in the dishwasher, lids and all, and rinse them, put them out to dry. When you're done cleaning them, you want to keep them nice and clean and sanitized for this process. That way your jelly doesn't end up getting moldy or growing some botulism in there. The dreaded botulism. Get them nice and dry because when you don't want any moisture to interrupt sealing. So these are all dry. Next, go ahead and get out your Surto gel. You're only going to need 1 pack for jam. For jellies and other recipes, you would need both, but go ahead and find the recipe located in the package. Follow it to a T. Don't mess up the sugar content or this amount of strawberries, or your jelly and jam will not set. You definitely want to get these measurements correct. As indicated, you're going to cook down the fruit puree until it comes to a boil. I always throw in the recommended little bit of butter or margarine in there because it really does actually keep down the bubbles in the foam and keeps that film from being on top there. So a rolling boil is defined as a boil that you can stir the pot and the boil does not stop. So once it becomes to that rolling boil and not just a simmer, go ahead and put in the pectin package, and you're going to boil it for exactly 1 minute before taking it off the heat completely. Now, some people will take a frozen spoon or put some jelly and stick it in the freezer to kind of test it out. I've done this in the past, but usually I'll just kind of blow on it and eyeball it to see if it's setting or not, and give it a little taste too. Go ahead and ladle your hot jam into the jars and make sure you get it right to the edge of that lip right there. Once your jars are filled, you're going to wipe the edge with a damp cloth. That way you don't have any jelly preventing that seal from happening, or jam from preventing the seal. Once you've wiped down all of them, you're going to plop on your lids and twist the rings to finger tight, which means to get them tight but not too tight. It's just kind of a funny term, finger tight. Go ahead and place them in a hot water bath, boiling water for 10 to 15 minutes. And once that's done, you can go ahead and take them out and wait for them to make the plink sound, showing that they have sealed completely.
Pink. Oh gosh, hard water. Don't touch them.